Hello, welcome back. My name is Ben. We're playing Koby today. If you want to hear my detailed thoughts on the leader and the list, then stick around until the end of the video, but for now, enjoy the gameplay. Alright, Koby vs Rayleigh. I think whether Koby is a viable leader depends a lot on this matchup, but surely having the full cost Koby is very good. We'll keep this, we have searches. Can play Peacock into Sengoku. Depending on what we pick up with the first Peacock, we can trash that card as well, because I will always want to trash that Koby, but I don't necessarily want to trash the second Sengoku. Sure, let's pick up another Koby and then trash both. And annoyingly, we did not find a full cost Koby in those 8 cards. But maybe it's still okay. He searches and picks nothing, so he clearly doesn't have a great start either. Damn. How does he pick nothing? Maybe his searches all searches, but yeah. Okay, we don't have a 2k, so we'll take this one. Grab Sanji. Yeah, we'll just keep searching. Search here, grab ourselves a 2k. Then we'll search with the Kujaku. What do I grab actually? Should I grab the blocker? I kinda wanna grab something to throw away with this Sengoku, don't I? Maybe I'll just grab the event. There's the full cost Koby, but is that too late now? I feel like it is. I'll grab the blocker. Play it and pass. Because next turn we'll want to just play Helmeppo Koby and the turn after Helmeppo Koby again. And if we really need to, for some reason, have the Koby, we can always play the Koby off of Helmeppo as well. Finds a Luffy, but he decides not to play the Luffy. Weird. Yep, we'll give a 1k. This, I think, will just block. This will take. Alright. So I think this happens. And then we'll just swing in here. I don't think it actually matters, but let's just see if we can get value. Then we'll play this, trash here, play Koby, give Koby the ability to act active. We'll go into the Sanji, into the Boa. These two back, and then do I want to go into the Sharky? I mean, I guess I do. Yeah, let's go into the Sharky and pass. Shows me Luffy, Morgan and Conquerors. He's just gonna swing high. No, plays a buggy as well. Finds another Conquerors, so double Conquerors. I have to be honest, I was not paying an insane amount of attention in this game. I actually think he has 3 Conquerors here. Now we'll go Helmeppo again, trash, bring out Koby, give him the ability to attack active, trash this. How high do we want to make this? I think is 10 a good enough number? If he conquer, I think 10 is an okay enough number. Conquerors plus something else. Search. What do we want to grab here? Do I just want to grab another Koby? So I can hard play it the turn after. I think so. And then we'll just go 6, because 6 is annoying for him to conquer Ozaki. And then we'll go 8. Ah fuck, we gave it to the wrong Helmeppo. I lost track. So he just conquers there probably. It's not the end of the world. Okay, he doesn't even conquer us because it's not insanely useful on only one body. Conquers Molgon. We do have to be a bit careful to not go down to 0. So maybe grabbing this Koby was risky. His Boa, he finds another Luffy, plays Buggy, finds an unblockable. Let's see if he plays the Luffy. I assume if he plays the Luffy, he's gonna pop this Boa. And how high he wants to swing with these bodies. 6 is easy for me. I'll just give the Sengoku. Yep, that's fine. Another 6, I'll give the doll. Just want to keep as healthy as possible. Let's pop this Boa. Okay, he goes 8 lead. I think I'll take that. Helmeppo is Slash, which is making this a bit awkward. We could start by swinging into life. Yeah, let's start into life. Okay. Should grab a blocker. This Koby's not bad either though. No, I think I'll just go with the original plan of playing this Koby and a blocker. Yeah. And then let's play this Koby. Swing here. Buff leader, so leader can swing into Buggy hopefully. He does get to protect this. But I think playing a block out is more important than getting rid of this Buggy. Because this Helmeppo definitely goes into the Sanji alongside the Peacock. Yep, other Conquerors. If this one doesn't go through, I might be in a little bit of trouble. Then maybe I got punished for swinging that first 8 into life. Yeah, I think maybe swinging that first 8 into life was a bit greedy. Double unblockable. Let's play Ripper and pass. Let's see if we have enough to defend this. There's a chance now that he doesn't have unblockable in hand anymore. He definitely has Molgon. Okay, Molgon and another Conquerors. And I believe he has another Luffy as well. This is too easy. We'll definitely defend 6s and 7s. When he swings 8, it becomes something to think about. So he has Luffy, Molgon, and Conquerors, I believe. I've not been paying the best attention to this game. 7 is definitely also 2k. Now I think we're fine. Can always have some rush, but playing Zoro here is like less efficient than just stacking on Buggy. I'll keep countering the easy swings. Let's block that one. Molgon and Conquerors, so this like has to be enough. Unless I'm tripping. Yeah. Yeah, another Zoro. Okay, then he countered with the Luffy earlier. My bad on that. But this matchup seems fine, I guess. I mean, I did take second of him, which matters a lot, but he had an okay early game. His 3-Don turn was a bit bad, but everything after that was fine, and I did not see my Koby. So it seems okay. GG's. Okay, Koby against UP. Let's take first. Sometimes I like taking second because it's our curve and we can play the Hina on curve, but because it's only a 2 off, I think taking second is good, and we have double searches. So we'll start with that. I always want to take Helmeppo, but I think just taking the full cost Koby is too good not to do it. This swing happens either way, and then most likely we'll just double search. He took, and we'll just play double Kujaku. We don't really have a 2k right now, so grabbing that is not bad, but grabbing the Helmeppo is pretty good as well. I think I'll grab a 2k for now. Search again, grab 8 cost Koby, and pass. Spawn Clay, I'll give him a 2k. And then we can go 6 lead and play the new Koby. So that he is going to be forced kind of to swing with the Bond Clay, otherwise it will just be KO'd. Oh, he actually gets a double ramp off because of... because Koby's a 6k right now. Yeah, 7 is fine. I do want to counter one thing though, so that Koby gets draw power. Let's give it another 2k. Then he plays Rosie. We're gonna play Helmeppo into Koby this turn. The only question is, do we want to use both our peacocks to buff our Koby up? Or do we want to use one so that this Koby can swing? I think I'll use one here. Also think he'll counter anyway. Get a draw. Yeah. Then Helmeppo, trash the Koby, play the Koby, give him the ability to attack active. Come all done, swing into. Swing into the Rosinante, buff our leader, so that we can still swing 6 at lead. Let's see if he has a Bagua to count out of this. Seems like he doesn't. Swing 6 lead. Get a 2k, and the only annoying part is that we don't have an amazing target to Helmeppo the turn after. We have this Koby, but if he doesn't play anything that rests itself, it's not that great. So hopefully you can find another, either another Searcher that's a bit better than this one, or I think I'll counter with this Koby. Or hopefully we'll top deck another 8 drop. Plays Miok, I'll just use my ability. And he passes. So let's see what we draw off of this Koby. Not much. Right, what options do we have? We can always play just like Hina and a blocker, and then just swing for the rest of the dawn. Or we'll try to search. I think I like Hina, but also kind of need to feel my trash a little. Let's search. Trash this and one of the 2Ks, I guess. Okay. Search again. And there's our Koby in the trash. But do I want to play it here even? I don't really think I do. Because it's not gonna hit the Mihawk for much. The Helmeppo itself is not gonna have a rush target. What if I play Hibari? I could play Hibari minus the Mihawk, then swing into it twice, I guess. That doesn't sound great either. I think I'll just pick the doll. Play a Kuzan and a blocker. And then swing 6 and 7. Then next time maybe we can control the board a little bit better with like Koby and doll. And this Kuzan allowing us to attack active as well. And now our trash is at 11 again, where at the beginning of the turn it was at 3 only. So that him playing another Mihawk and everything would just be too impactful. And this way hopefully we can protect our board. Our Koby can draw again next turn. And we can control the board. But he's not that high in hand either. Let's see what he searches first. Draws a giant. The Mihawk swing will definitely get blocked. Or very likely, unless he swings into the Helmeppo for some reason. Okay, he throws away giant with Rosie. That either means he doesn't have... That probably means he doesn't have any other events in hand. Or maybe he just has like 3 giants in hand or something. We'll block that one. That one we can let go, I think. Alright, what do we want to do? We can play doll. Reduce this Mihawk by a lot. And then still play Helmeppo. That might be quite nice. This is Koby, go here. And then I will swing 5 here. Give my Helmeppo the ability to attack active. If he defends this Helmeppo can swing into it as well, which is nice. He should not defend this because otherwise this doesn't get rush. Oh, well he still gets rush, but he doesn't get anything to rush into. Okay. Let's play Helmeppo, ditch the Koby. Play out the Koby. Give the ability to attack active here. Let's swing. I don't think it matters. Let's swing 9 here. Maybe I should have swung 7 here first, actually, because of giant value. You always want to swing low first, so that if they don't have a 2k in hand, they need to giant the lower number. Oh, he has judgment. Alright. Swing 6 lead. Okay. I don't think we could have sequenced that better. So let's just pass. Still have a second doll to potentially contest his board. He draws an army. He drew the Nami and placed it on the bottom. And these two are sent to the top. Okay. I do want him to swing with his Rosie, I think. Because then I can reduce it. That's okay. Okay, let's play Koby. And I'll deuce. I think we'll still swing 6s. Because I don't just want him to have a free Nami block. But I really want to get rid of the Rosie. Swing 7. See what he has. Swing 2k. Let's swing another 7. I don't think sequencing here mattered that much in terms of 776. Now we have two 2Ks in hand, so I think if we can keep this Koby alive, we shouldn't fall behind in resources too much, because we'll get to draw 2 cards every turn as well. But I don't think he can allow himself to attack with his Nami anyways. He'll have 6 cards in hand, but let's see what he does. He grabs himself a 9 cost Sanji. I think if he plays Sanji, he's dead, because he won't be able to keep Don up for abilities unless he plays into a Rosie. Okay. I mean, that is risky, I think. I'll block that one. Okay, what do we do? If we swing 9 and he giants, he can't use leader ability afterwards anymore, so I think I'll start with a 9 and see if he wants to give me like a gear 2 or if he wants to give me a giant. Okay, he does give me a giant. Now I think our main goal will be to clear the Nami so that we don't die. Let's see if he has a counter for this. Doesn't. Yeah, I think him playing Sanji was very, very greedy, but he didn't have a board, so I understand why. Just playing Nami again, like, lets him live for longer, but it doesn't progress the board state, because like I said, he draws 2 cards every turn, but he can't kill my Koby, so I draw 2 cards every turn as well. It's a bit better for him, but yeah. GG's. Koby versus Koala. Let's think about this. I guess we do have, yeah, we definitely do have some characters that play into her leader ability, which isn't great. Should I keep this? They chose second. I think I'll mulligan. It was a fine hand, but it was not the best hand. Let's take Hibari for our 5 down turn. But yeah, Helmeppo and Koby activate Koala ability, I guess. But I guess they don't do it twice. They just do it once. We have too many red characters here, so we can't play another Sengoku, and I don't want to ditch the Helmeppo, I don't think. So let's just swing 7 lead. We can play the Ripple later. Take, draw 2. Baby 5 trigger. Nice. It's pretty huge for them. They don't seem to have a 4-drop turn, or they don't care. Either is fine for me. I'll drop the Koby. Take that one though. I could just play the Hibari, but is that good enough? Ah, it might be fine. Yeah, let's just play Hibari. Do this, even though it doesn't matter, but it feels good. It's like a dopamine hit to clear searches. Then just swing 5 lead. If we didn't have a Koby yet, I would have searched with Sengoku, but this way we can play Helmeppo Koby the turn after. Hopefully I can defend a life, so that taking a life doesn't matter too much. But it is scary, I think. I think this matchup could get scary. Especially once they start playing like 2 characters with Dragon. He gets the dopamine hit now. And I'll counter. Plays Kuma. Okay. Start with a 7 lead. This Koby the ability to attack active. Swing here. He's back. Swing 6. get dopamine, and play a blocker, or do we search? I think we'll search. Let's grab the Koby. Plays Dragon into Kuma, probably. Into Robin. This and this, I guess. He draws. And now we can just play Koby out. To take the life again. Go here. These two back. Yeah, I figured he'd defend this, but I don't really have a better play. I need to play a blocker. I don't think swinging higher into the Robin is good. Swing 2 sevens, play a blocker, try to stay alive so that we can clear the turn after with dolls. Seems like the best I can do. That I'll definitely block, even though it gives him a potential window for lethal. Seems like he's going for it. Take. We get rewarded. But we can't stay alive, so now every attack needs to hit, so it's the best we have. 9, 9, 10, 11. Sure. If we had one of the dolls, we could play for longer, but we sadly don't. He thought about that one too long. He can definitely defend the second 9. Okay. 10. I'm sure he has it. Maybe not. Did we do it? He's used 1, 2. Okay. Okay. Nah, he has it. He has it. GG. Oh, it was close though. Maybe he didn't have it. Maybe he got saved somewhere. Damn, how many 2Ks has he used? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 2Ks this game. Oof. So 5 before this turn and he still had 2. But yeah, we played to our outs. It is what it is. Maybe, who knows? Maybe if we swung... No, it doesn't matter. I think 8. Nah, it didn't matter. Our last hit would have always been 11. So 9, 9, 10, 11 I think is the best we could have done. Or maybe he just always had this counter in hand and his life was all these 3 bricks. Who knows? Close one either way. Koby versus Moria. Should I take first away from them? Sometimes they like second anyway, so I'll just take second I think. And I assume we have a decent matchup into this. We don't have a great 4 drop. We could search it out, but I think I'll mulligan. It's slightly better, I guess, because we get to mill off the Kuzan despite not having searches. Early game. He milled pretty much everything he wants to have in his trash, so that was quite lucky of him. Let's see if he plays out the Ryuma or Perona. Goes leader ability. Plays out Perona. I'll give him the Koby and I'll take this life. I'll go 5 leads and play my Kuzan. And then next time we can play Helmeppo into Koby. Oh, we have 2 in trash now, that's quite nice. You can also play Hibari. Morris 5 on turn is always a bit awkward. You can lead the ability and just swing like 6-7, but it's not great. If he has another Perona, it's not bad. If I was him, I don't think I would have played Perona the last turn. I think I would have always played Ryuma too. Because if you had a Ryuma lying there, I think you could pressure me really hard this turn. Because if he'd swing like 8, it would get quite painful for me. 7 plus leader ability, I'll always just let through because this Perona is just going to swing with 6. So I'm going to counter that one. 5 I'll just counter as well. And now I'll play Helmeppo into Koby. Give Koby the ability to attack active. I will go 5 into the Perona, let my Helmeppo attack active. So that both these swings can go into the Ryuma. And I assume I'll be able to clear the board this way. He has to give me a lot if he wants to defend this Ryuma. He's gonna be 2k, 2k, 2k. He's gonna be left with 1 card in hand. Yeah, I didn't think he would. This 7 goes into Perona because I want Helmeppo to be able to attack this turn, and then we'll pass. The next turn we'll either hard play Koby or we'll play like Hibari or something, plus blocker. He plays Gecko. I'll give him a 1k. How do I want to play this? Could play Hibari here. Reduce the Moria down to 5. And then swing into Ryuma. With Hibari, give Kuzan the ability to attack active. Swing Kuzan into Moria, give Helmeppo the ability to... Yeah, I think that's the best way to do this. Oh wait, does this only give it to leader? Yeah, damn, it only gives it to leader. It's fine. It's fine too. It does make the order a bit weirder, but... Okay, let's go 8 into the Ryuma then. I think I just want to swing 5 lead and play a blocker. Because he can't remove the blocker unless he KOs it twice. Okay, this way he is able to remove it twice. But that means he most likely has to use leader ability first, and then his double attack doesn't matter anymore. Okay, this way works as well. But now we can defend his double attack and just take his leader hit. Give him 2 2Ks. And he FFs. Yep. Because he had to go for game here. Because I'll just kill him on the clapback, most likely. Even if not, I could still play another turn with Koby and so on. GG's. Koby against blue purple. Let's take first. This is it's not quite good enough because I don't want to throw away my Helmeppos with Sengoku, so let's mulligan. This is a lot better. Let's play this. Do I want to grab a Hibari or do I want to grab a Koby? I think I want to grab a Koby. I'm not sure Hibari does much in this matchup. Search once, grab 2k. Search again, grab a Helmeppo, and go 6 lead. Then next turn we go 6 lead again and play Koby. And I'll give him a 2k so that we can stay a bit lower in hand size so that our Koby gets to draw easier. Again, this is quite a lot of value because usually these blue purples want to keep this Bond clay standing, but by just playing out this Koby it means they have to swing with it. Yeah, 7 is okay. Oh, he doesn't keep Bargo up, huh? I'll just double 2k because I want to be able to draw off Koby. What do we do here? I think we'll buff and see what we draw off here. We need to like kind of find a better play. But we don't really. Maybe it's just not a Koby and a blocker. Because we don't have an 8-drop Koby yet. Swing 7, he doesn't seem to have 2Ks. It's good info. So I think from next turn on we'll swing some 2Ks. He gets leader ability because he triple rammed. Gets 2k Sanji. Put on top. Let's see if he has a 9-cost Sanji play. He doesn't. That's pretty good for us. This will give a 1k to Nami. Alright, let's see what we can draw. We are not finding the Koby, it seems like. Sibari isn't useful either because we don't have anything to attack into. So let's hope this Koby draws, and it doesn't. It's pretty bad. Pretty damn bad. Do we just play Hibari out? I don't really like it. I think we'll play another blocker, that's for sure. It's been giving us 2Ks for our 6 swings. So I'll just swing another 6. I think I'll just play Helmeppo to cycle, which sounds like really bad, but I don't think there's that much we can do. Could play Peacock, I guess, to search. It's not good either. I think I'll just leave it at this. Such a bad turn for us. And now if he plays 2 big bodies, I think this game gets really difficult. Am I allowed to complain that we don't have a Koby yet? We have searched. I mean, we've drawn so much with these Kobys, and we've searched at least 13 cards with the 2 Kujakus and the Navy officer. Feels a bit rigged. I'll block this one. I guess I'll block this one too. Ugh. Yep, have to let that go. Now you arrive, but I kind of feel like it's too late. Like, isn't Hibari now just better? I could play this plus doll and like get rid of kind of everything. At least try to. Should have not swung with this one, by the way. Oh, actually, the first one is fine, I think. Okay, does he... okay. I think that's okay. Because with doll, we'll still be able to get rid of this. Oh, he is letting everything go. Okay. I think he's not expecting this. Guess he can't giant because he used judgment already. That wasn't okay. That worked out a lot better than I thought it would at the beginning of this turn. Now we have the Koby to stay from next turn onwards if we play it. Can defend our characters most likely. We'll definitely give a 2k here. Okay. Now let's see. Okay, here are all the Kobys, huh? Let's draw one. Let's see if it has 2Ks now. Does. I think I still want to just go in. Okay, perfect. He uses giant now. That's exactly what I wanted. Now we'll go into the Rosie again. Counters it. Okay. 6 lead. Alright, he managed to get out of the Rosie attack, which I didn't think he would. Maybe I should have left the Don up to search to get myself some counter. But let's see. I think priority number 1 now becomes protecting this Koby. That's more than fine for me. That's also fine for me. Or a block. Just got nothing, huh? I think we'll just play doll. I don't think I need to rush this. Let's play this. And then this is at 3. So swing into draw. Then we can swing here. Bottom deck. Buff our leader. Okay. I think in that case we'll just go 8 lead. Probably giants. Another 8 lead. If he does defend this, I'll go all in. But if he does, I will just double search, see if we can find counter. Can always. Okay, let's think about this. We don't need to play another blocker, right? There's nothing that he could do that makes us need to have this. Don't think. See if I regret my words, but removal is just gonna get negated by leader ability. This matchup used to be difficult, I felt like, but with this Koby, I think it's just so good. This will block. And then We'll just swing low. How many 2Ks has he used? I don't think it matters, but let's do it properly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he probably doesn't have many 2Ks. So let's start with a 7 lead. Yep, there's the giant. Let's go 7 again. Okay, let's go 7 again, draw 1. And yeah, then we just all in and play another block if you want to. Then we just don't lose. GG's. This matchup is, yeah, it's good for us, I guess. Koby versus Purple Cat. We have double searches, so we'll definitely keep. He chose first, which makes sense because it's his preferred curve. Let's see if we can find a Koby. A 4-drop Koby, I mean. Start with this one. Let's grab a whole Mappo. And I think we need a 4-drop, so let's grab the Kuzan and pass. Would have rather had the Koby, but here we are. I think I'll counter early. Swing 5 lead and play Kuzan. See what we milled. We milled both Kobys that we wanted. At least having the 8-drop in trash is fine. I'll take that one. So what's our best course of action here? We can definitely... We can play Helmeppo into Koby or Helmeppo into Bari. What's better? If we play Helmeppo into Koby, we get to swing Helmeppo into Pudding due to the Kuzan effect, and our 9 goes into Perispero. If we play Helmeppo into Bari, we'll get to -2 on the Para. We swing 5 lead and then 7 into 5 because we get to give the buff to Hibari. I think I prefer the Koby alternative, which makes sense. I mean, it tends to be the better play either way, but I thought I would go through the options. Let's go... Yeah, let's go 10 into the Para. And we can buff... Do I want to buff lead or do I want to buff like... I'll just buff lead. Let's go 5 lead. Let our Helmeppo attack active, and then this swings into the Pudding, and then this swings into life, and we'll pass. Maybe there was value in giving the buff to the Kuzan, like making the Kuzan a 6k so that this doesn't just die. I'll decide on this. Give it 2k. Oh, gets to play double Kata curry. Okay, thankfully not. That would have been very painful. Damn, I think I really needed to keep that Kuzan, now that I think about it, in this matchup, because of 8 cost Kata, he just gets to restand everything. Let's play Helmeppo into Koby again. Give Koby the ability to attack active. Let's make him swing 8 into the cat. Buff leader. he defends. Let's go 6 lead. I do kind of want him to block an early one so that this Helmeppo can swing into the Kata as well. Do I want to give my buff? Do I want to swing here? Or do I just want to search? I think maybe I just want to search actually. And I'll grab another Helmeppo and pass. Yeah, this turn could have been a lot stronger if I kept my Kuzan alive the turn earlier. Another pudding, huh? Does he have another third card? Okay, Para. We know he has a 2k in hand. He cycles. Cycles again. We'll just try to stay as healthy as possible here. Now, what's the best way for us to play this? Very tricky. We drew a doll. Maybe we can do something with that. If you go like doll, kill a category. And then he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 swings. It's gonna be tough. 1, 2, 3. I thought it was 7 lead. I think we kind of need to trick him in a way. I'm really not sure. I think Doll's our best option, but I don't think it's a good option. Maybe I need this to work. I think that's what I need. I need this hit to work, and then Helmeppo's hit into this rested Kata to work. But I don't think it will, no. Yeah, we just lose here. But I know where I lost the game. I lost the game when I decided not to keep the Kuzan alive. I didn't realize how much value this card would bring me in this matchup, because it's the first time I'm playing it. I definitely needed to keep the Kuzan alive. Or maybe I needed to keep a Hibari. No, I just need to keep the Kuzan alive so that the turn after I can Helmeppo into Hibari, reduce the Kata blockers, and then I can swing active with... Then I can swing into active characters with like the Hibari and my leader and get value that way. So yeah. It's just I needed to protect the Kuzan. I didn't realize it was this important in this matchup because it's my first time playing it. GG's to my opponent though. Alright, some final thoughts on Koby as a leader. First of all, do I think he's good right now? Like, is this promo Koby and the PRB Koby enough to push him into a meta contender? And I actually think it does. When I started testing this leader, I wasn't confident that it would be insane, but I also thought that this Koby is exactly what the leader needed. This leader's main problem was always card draw, so having a way to get increased value every turn is very strong. And the main reason I think this leader is good is because it has an insanely good matchup into blue-purple, I find. I've played 20 games with this leader now. I have like an 80% win rate on it on ranked. I've played 6 blue-purples and I have a 100% win rate against it. I also have a surprisingly good win rate against Rayleigh on it, which I did not think I would at the beginning, but this Koby, it just is enough to push through that matchup. Granted, in 20 games, I have not found a single green Zoro. I don't know how that's possible, but I haven't, so I can very much imagine that that matchup is quite bad for us. But potentially, you have some deck building choices you can do. You can obviously always play Black Vortex in order to tech for a Zoro matchup. You can also increase the deck with more blockers, like the Rosinante, in order to protect your board and your life a bit better. So I assume there would be ways to tech for the Zoro matchup. Apart from that, I feel like this deck list ran incredibly smoothly. It has 12 searches in total. There is an option to go up to 14 searches with brand new. And I can also fully see if you'd want to replace this Sengoku with brand new, there is value in that. I personally like all my searches to be one cost, because it gives you just so much more opportunity to, on 2 Don, to double search. And I think there's a lot of value in double searching on turn 1. But the Sengoku obviously has an issue that it needs to always throw away black characters. And really the only characters you are comfortable with throwing away with the Sengoku is the Koby, the Hina, and the Kuzan, and the Sengoku himself. But like, you rarely want to throw away a Helmet Bow, and 2Ks always feel awkward to throw away, especially because we only play 10. I didn't have a problem with 10. I think you can easily go up to 12. The different variety of 2Ks you can play in this deck is quite nice as well. You can play this Prince Cruz, for example. I personally have always been a hater of this card. I felt like whenever I played it, it has just never in my life come up for me. So especially because if this was on play somehow, I mean, in a way it is, but they need to have a rested character for it to be an on play, because you have to attack with him immediately with the rush. Then I think it would be better, but otherwise it just doesn't come up much. And so I'd rather have another black 2K, so have more cards to throw away with Sengoku. You can also, you have a variety of black 2Ks you can play. There's what's it called, Bogart, if you want to have a higher vanilla stat line to match up with the X-Drake. You can also take the X-Drake away to play the Bogart, but I like having the X-Drake because it gives you another sword character to rush with in times where you don't have anything else. Although in my games it hasn't happened once, so maybe this doesn't really matter, and just playing more black 2Ks is better, but that's the reason why I included this in the deck. Let's talk about this promo Koby a bit. It is very good in the times you don't have this Koby, but most of the time you do end up having this Koby, and then Helmepering into this Koby is just better. But it's nice to have a little backup option. I've played him twice or something, 2 or 3 times in my games, and he's never a break. He's always a 1K. So I think it's a good card to include. But I also fully understand why you wouldn't play him at all. But yeah, I like him. Let's talk about this Hina for a second. This Hina is very, very strong in the blue-purple matchup, because you get to even when you go on your second curve, you get to play Hina on 4, and then still stick it on underneath your leader every single turn, so that you can chip with 6s, and then you can play Hina into your Helmeppo curve and so on, and you still get to swing 6s with your leader. And otherwise you just get to make use of your trash. But at the same time, if you'd rather just make these 2 Hinas 2 more Kuzans, I think that's super valid as well. It's playstyle related, I think. And beforehand, when Blue Purple Luffy was still playing Big Moms and Katakuris, I think this Hina was the only reason you could ever win a matchup. But because it seems very favorable for you now, maybe just not having this in the deck is better, because it is also a brick after all. Some other cards to talk about. Let's go through the Navy cards. This, I think, could be a very nice tech option to play. Just reducing a character to 0 power sometimes is very, very strong. I just wish this card, even though this card is Neo Navy, I just wish it was searchable, man. I hate all of these I've had this issue so often with former Navy, Neo Navy. I just wish they made all of these cards searchable because, or at least maybe not with every searcher, but I wish they'd create a searcher where Navy inclusion would be searchable. Like, I think easily they could have made Kujaku that, but also understand law-wise why they don't. But yeah. Some other cards. This Borsellino I've seen people include. I also, kind of similar to Prince Cruz, I've always hated this card. I think the only reason this card was ever played in decks, like Koby and Red Green Smokers, because Bello Betty was a thing, and you just needed to have every option to control the board. Otherwise, this feels just like an awkward blocker. If I want to have a blocker, more blockers in this deck, I'll just play Rosinante and move on with that. As a last card that I think you could definitely include as a one-off, it's Honest Impact. It's never been a brilliant card, I think, but like, let's say you play into blue-purple, you can play this card, reduce one of their big drops while popping a Nami or Rosinante at the same time, which gets a lot of value. And I think if you just include it as a one-off, with it being searchable, it can be very strong. I just chose to rely on the consistency right now, and at the moment I've not been missing the card, but I see value in it. But yeah, I think that's all. If you have any questions, feel free to leave comments, feel free to like the video if you enjoyed the content, and if you have any leaders you want me to try out, want me to do some deck building for, then leave a comment as well and I'll see if I can get to them. Apart from that, I hope you have a good day.